We are in the 6 chapters. I did, but maybe I don't know. Oh yeah. Firstly, to read in Tibet, they do get no muzubi. Chuncher 20, Chuncher Gongshongati, Wu Nizongla, Wu Muzongla, Tipi, Jinkenton Jir Tuchilla Journey, Jinno Chuni Jun Color, Harva was. Tandela Cherry do Tetu Zinati Jedunk, no Pachayum, Tusse, Jedunk no one Sharandu, Jedunk no one and the Cherry Sharium Tusse, Jedon Dun Gate Sage the country in a Tedok Tomche, Muzupa, Jino, Drono, Tandrama Jig, Samji Mashapa, Tandrate, Jedun. Chuncher say Julie, G. Zoom Ramanaso, Jan Ramanaso, drawing G. Jerry to the G. So, this is Tandan Ramanaso, some Lache G. Gum Jenkins, Gum Jen du Capsula, Yango no one tender Sharon Gion, no one tendis Yolere. Young Temen, I got you so Shiwoji and I got you. Rondus Sanin and Kadon Raman Hasola G. Tandrakan did the gig. G. Chuncher Javan and G. Tandi Yondu, the Capsula, that Chuncher Segan and Jino Tunzi, Zoom Raman Haso Tunjan and Jan Raman Haso Yonjan and Oya G. Osti Trogo Raman Haso Tandra G. Yonji Tandi Yolisim. Tanda Toyum Captain La, that Chonter Conjuma, Chonter Cherry Zoot and the Toyn, Drat Cone, Zoot Toyum, Nun say, Jedunk, Gate Candy, Yumbai Toyum Tella, Tingu Muzonas, Tango said the Cherry to the Dedo Coron Nambandamanaso, Cat Dondick, Mig Dedick, Cheva Zigdick, Tanda Tella Sonlo Matoni, Dating Muvo de Kanda Johnson. What Tombani Gronjin, young Matip Bronya. They do in a sang chuncheries and sang chuncher pahans no manager. Penna Cherejudo the book, Rung Tremanton, the Red Ring sound to solid. Yenna Pong Rung Tremanta, the Tumu, Rung Radio, Rungly Humayandu, they mo Shindrodis, chuncher consumer take, Muvo te Muzona, the Yopare, the Mepara. Ngubo said Tombanyak, Joyum Madop Royan, Dred Tombo Shonsame, Pardon Nisame, Tamandrosame, Royan Shield, then it is the tattoo gonna to sell Jonamaton, Rosayola. TP says Zanken Tanzanian Tuchella Tornis, then Zanken said on ring, Dundring, Gering, some can Coronton, then it is in Yerla Noa Haronjico. Ndredun country and Cheva Ziding, Gigi cut down the Meg Marandos, Tanda Sound, George Tenuga, to Terran Road, Jeris in a Shurula Mepati, Unihanaji Samla Pantansons and sang Tunic long tail apart, Jordan Road, Tela Jeris to Jinken Signal, draw no canto, draw a year and Jedon Soma, to take Jordan Road, the Ronshuk memory. That journey, Jino Chuni, you call Harabo, said, Tan Jino Chuni can call Harva Sagete, Unihin and Jedno Kondo Coina, Hyena, Drayna, Donina, Tedotona, Unihina, Ronly Pa Trusonski, Ron Kajeredo J. Sanju Choncher Jimato, Shurula, Unihina, Handy says Madoploya. Yenna Sosu Hiwajilla, Handy say Yuri, Silimato. They sang Chunter Regina Kakotogumando. They don't think no yin jiki, perna, matso shunro capsula, pardo sejo, tata yene pardo. Then it is malam pardos, sometime pardos. Then it chuka pardos. That chunit pardus captainala, shutsab Jesus, pardo tonton chila, chunit pardos, partilon. The chunit partinala sang and no sang chunchurk, wrongly James, wrongly pa. James, wrong German, young pa James, Hubble Hasso, true Lasso, Tundran Dramanas, Hubble Hasso, Shariana, Gigi Hiva, Yole, Jigi Jessigrego, Lonku Chaki, Chansegana, Dorji Sembandala, Jetson Dromandala, Namba Nunze, Jumper, Shona Dorjindala, and the Todo Shartzevana. Teji Hiva Yambat, Samsana, Moshi Sona, Tetsuma Ronlantan. Wrongly chisum by him, but Delanji drop goma. Then I want you to test how Mogo said the true Homa Seji. Ngo tango yimba, Lupo Jere to the Yoho Luyimba. Jingo Chasando, Drudo Tandayam, Tanda cut down, meet the Cheva, so, tonsils, they owned it. The take up like tea, Parduka, the true lasso, the Dotonji, wrong sang chontrium. Sanji mato shuruna demba madra nguvola parharse jitayund tonsong eba madra rong sang chontra yamba shindu teni techere the rong shutru seje rong luli yons shutru lasos rong perna shutru tsundandu ninka chujun koloni hibul laso lepa tongkong lepa noni tru laso ninka noni hibul laso seje karu su nyamali wizir harba no haryundu Then ha mogon can take Telan Jinoshi, Tapa Shuruna, Jindu, Dundu, Yodayamba, Wrong Clayamba, Mumash, Wrong Jerry to the Chunik Clayamba, Mumash, then it drew Hazo, then it pardos pardos in Chanyum, Korwan Cham. Then is Udun Guru Rumbocheng, in Jerry to the Chuni Pardu Kabla, Yona, Rono Tombuzunian Sea change, Harion to do Manju, Matra, Mahon the Chum, Wrong Jerry to the Rono Kutu Lasso. Rohno chontra yamba hakozi demato the drone pardu me pasun jinro the reason. They didn't rabore sendala yana jigin dun gek no pakande yomba te muzona te jirizu to jignu soma kande yona nongan jignu shoki yolk jen zon to soma ime rochi tan tanro then chunyuk long tan tanro chunyuk color hasegna pena Jigi Namkala Kare Tamde Yun Tid Jing Tigdon Drum Garbu Maru Servo Jiji Draman Nasoka Jig Namkas Nidakarsan Kanda Jona Unishin Namkal Hung Tetsoma Namkal and Tamdro Sadi Tin Namkala Kongyong Skip Drunkarbo Servo Maru Se Mandua Tin no Yandandaji Sangu Chontrala Tendalian and Himalayan and Nyamnakasian and something Ndrezon Dun Gay Pla Ndreses Yonjolid. They don't let you wrong sang Chontray and Bahakosona, so genus. I'm just to say that the sentences and the 6 chapters we call the liberation upon the encountering spirit in the demons. That you know very well. At such times, obstructing force on to their intolerance. And at the such times, maybe it's like kind of same as the before, and maybe like something is externally, some particularly circumstances. Maybe it's like kind of the illusory appearances, sickness, or different circumstances. And also it's like particularly here such like in the some moment or which times, and then obstructing force, like exactly we are kind of talking about spirit and some demons. And on to there's like intolerance, means like making, maybe it's a terrible kind of the making or manifested this spirit, demon, or like kind of some obstacle or obstructing forces, the force. And this kind of, it's very difficult to tolerate, to really to bring into the path of these kind of circumstances. Maybe we are panic, scaring, and traumatized, and this kind of situations. Maybe outside or something is your delusory appearances of the spirit ghost. It's maybe showing the maybe very sharp fang, and the top of the fang is the burden, is like a licking, and the eyes is so big, size of your cup, the teacups, and also it's like a kind of, and behind is fire, and something like this sort of unbearable, intolerance, this kind of situations. Then is you need to remember these PT instructions. You will kind of the well discipline there like a trickies. Absolutely disciplined tricky is like kind of the deceptive, like they are kind of the cheating. Actually, it's there's when we say as they trickeries, but that not maybe their trickeries. And actually we are tricky ourselves. And exactly it's like kind of the to follow up the dualistic and perceiver and perceiving things holding. Perceiving things is they never ever exist substantially. They are like kind of the shadow of the perceivers. And there is nothing kind of the, and but in the diluted mind's perspective, they're like kind of the trickies. No matter what trickery unfolds it, and like unfold, and that is like kind of the unfold. And one day like kind of the trickery is so charming, and so like kind of the decoratedly positive and negative. For instance, and there's many this kind of the situations, and trickeries is very, very much this kind of illusories if you do not recognize, and even the practitioner's point of view. And I didn't to say in Tibetan, I can't, there is two kind of histories. And one in the history, and this is according to the meditation's perspective. Meditations also some experience, meditative experience, and also is like kind of the become the force. And also they make tricky. And you do not to look at the essence, and to do not recognize, maybe big kind of the disaster things happened. And there was two monk, and they went to some in the center Tibet, and some very wild place. What does it in a wild place? And many they said this place very scary cave, rock, and style of this shape of the values dangerous. And there's some practitioners like went to there to say, I am great practitioners, but they couldn't manage it. Many died. Sometimes they killed themselves, sometimes they sick, and nobody's kind of the manage it. Then two monks there. Okay, let's go there, one by one. We dies. And then first monk went to there, and of course he has this thing, but then he's making jut. And then in the evening, suddenly, his mind is changed. Of course, the demons attacked. Like kind of like here it says like kind of the trickery is unfolded. And like kind of elegant traveling horse, like many under his root places on the front is traveling, going like this. And certainly in the middle of these busy areas, his mother is coming, looks like healthy. She is carrying like one jar of the yogurt and coming, my dear, he is meditating. And my mother is quite fat, but she is very brave. And yes, Mom, I'm meditating. Okay, I'm very great. I took one yogurt. Would you like to eat? And he said, yes, Mom, that is great. And then she just to open this jar or container and put in his bowl, and then she give to him. And then it's like he almost is licking and doing certainly. And he said, just rude teacher, think of me. What has happened in me? And that moment he wake up, and cave was cave, no traveler, no mother, but himself he cut his kapala, and to put the brain in the kapala, he's eating himself. And certainly, I couldn't manage it. And he immediately to put in the blood, he wrote it in the paper. And my friend, now you care, this kind of situations coming. He wrote it and he died. And then he couldn't manage it. And then his next morning, and his friend is coming. Oh, it's my friend. And then he did puja and then said, I never to give up. I'm follow his friend. And then his friend, and a few days after he's coming there, okay, any kind of the ghost, any kind of force can come. And his practice, then exactly he's left this message in the middle of like this. Then the traveler started. And then it's like he's watching, okay, and then it's also exactly his mother's coming. And then his front, and she says like, would you like, darling, would you like to yogurt? Says, no, moms. Your chokiri is, I recognize, you are my, like, mind's illusory. I never, the undergo this force, and you are totally illusion and ghost demon, and like this demon or ghost is actually self-illusory. I recognize that, and he can disappear. Nothing there is. And he managed it, and the next time whoever went to this at the, some circumstance, never existence. After many practitioners, nothing happened. This like the great, like kind of maybe his realization, something powerful. And this kind of, sometimes to don't recognize it, these illusories, you don't recognize, there is nothing ghost but your illusories damaged yourself. And also, for example, we making like this, and when we have appearances, and says, that is my family, you're taking care, and you're doing, and someone is like that, maybe someone's disturbed my families, I want to others destroy them. And then certainly you wake up, there's no your family, there are no enemies. And certainly maybe you are chasing some small papers. And then, what am I doing? And then it's, maybe you are it's your tricky reminders to produce, this is my enemy. I want to, really want to kill them. But certainly you wake up, there's no maybe few piece of the wood. And in this situation like this, we create such appearances. Then they say, this is this, I want this, I don't want this, I'm hated, I love. This sort of, actually, we make trickery ourselves. And then this sort of, we trickeries, making self-trickeries, injured self, and endless in the samsara or the confusion, these trickeries, unfolded manifestations, we are all the time injured, yes? And like this, and also is trickery, these things we should to recognize. Here it says, unfolded, recognize and look into the essence. Wonderful. It's these second practitioners. To look at the essence, never kind of the follow up this essence and to recognize that disappeared like essence. As a result, there will be liberation in the encountering between one who is afraid and the object of the fear and panic will arise as the will of dharmatas. Absolutely, like I'm saying, it's like in the space, there is such a different manifestation of the, like a kind of the white cloud, black cloud, yellow cloud, sun, moon, star, everything. And all these things are the actually these things are the come from the space, and that everything dissolve into the space, nothing left, no trace. This is the manifestation, something self appearances of the space. Exactly the same ghost, deity, and the force, all any kind of the particularly circumstances, they are trickered, but self-trigger. And self-trigger, self don't recognize big things, problems. And this, therefore, here is, if we are encountered this, the illusory, trickery force, like a kind of their trickeries unfolded, like a kind of these things, just charming, attractive, they are just illusory. There's nothing substantially existence. And then it's like kind of this object, subject, or like kind of the holder or holding things is become the unification or unified and dissolved or vanished, demolished into the essence. Essence is the fundamental natures. And then these are the will of the fundamental natures. Fundamental nature is manifested. You recognize fundamentals. In the fundamental nature's perspective, everything is. There's no need to afraid. There's no half something terrified things. And that like this. And also according like this, it's for example, there is talking about the 6 pardos. Like now we are in the pardo of the birth, pardo of the meditation, pardo of the dream, and then is the pardo of the death. After the pardo of the death is difficult situations of the pardo of the dharmatas. And pardo of the dharmatas, we just to kind of the, when we are like death process, when we are just before to separate body and consciousness, and we enter into our fundamental nature very shortly, but is afterwards, and then is again kind of the wake up, and from that we don't recognize, and then wake up, but then we are already in the pardo of the dharmata. Pardo of the dharmata is like sometimes very short, but you have a big chance. But sometimes like one single clap, it disappeared. That during that we cannot to recognize nothing. And if you are this life, you meditate as much as you, then the dharmata pardo is quite slowly, it's longer. Then when we be in the dharmata pardos, there's such appearances of good, bad, peaceful, wrathful. And generally there is Guru Rinpoche to say, when you be in the dharmata pardo, And there are such terrified things, panic things, like kind of the really traumatized thing. But these things, it comes from your mind. It's your mind, if you say placed in the heart chakra and the brain and the chakras. And heart chakras is like kind of coming out, shine, all the peaceful 42 peaceful deities in the brain chakras, and coming out 58 wrathful. And these 100 deities are appearing for you, but not existent externally. You should recognize self-appearances, self-deities, but those wrathful and peaceful, you recognize some deity, but not recognize is force, demon. It's when we perceive that, look, we have some pictures. Head is maybe horse, body is human. Head is birds, body is human. This sort of different. This is actually comes from the habitual patterns. And like this, then they are appearing, then we think, externally, there is like kind of ghosts, thoughts, and we don't recognize, then we run and afraid and do not recognize, then we become the last bardo of the becoming. Then that means we are again need to go through the samsara. And that moment, Guru Rinpoche, do not be afraid, relax. This appearance is wrath of deity, it's just your self-appearance, not truly existing. Whatever they appear, you recognize that is like kind of become your fundamental nature's ornament or the mandalas. Whatever is good is actually the essence. Bad also, everything is to help, everything is the part of yourself, and everything is the like kind of you don't need to screw. And therefore, and also in the bardo of the birth right now, sometimes that this kind of happened, and some in the certain times, probably you have feeling in the like kind of the force like spirit, demons. Sometimes the like trukiri unfold, which kind of trukiri unfold, and maybe sometimes we hear sound, very strange, crying sound, laughing sound, and anger sound, and many different sound. And sometimes also like kind of the trukiri unfold like a form. Maybe you see someone's very strange, like a fantasy, like some scientific, they made like these things, and very scaring, really maybe like these things is, to see. But these things are sometimes to make kind of the scaring to you. But when you have this kind of particular circumstances, you look the essence, you realize there is no existence of the substantial no existence, and this is actually the manifolder of the fundamental natures, nothing external. Then there's nothing kind of the external. Some yogis and ancient or sometimes they are living very much empty place. Oh my God, in the evening, you sitting there, all small shadows, sun is setting times, and also tangible animals also coming out at that moment. And then the shadows more and more coming, and then you more and more scared. And then the sun is the shadows going up on the mountain and disappeared. And then it's like you can to hear sound. You can to like sometimes like in the looks like really I'm saying curse. And somebody coming there like near is disappeared. Where is coming? Sometimes they come and there is a rust. This kind of situations, correct? Then you be nervous afraid, terrified, then dangerous. They say, never go there. No need. If you are managed, you are great practitioners, and this kind of the particular circumstances, you understand that is the trickery of the mind. This is illusion, illusory. Then it's like you watching yourself, and you are like encounter them, you encounter yourself. You encounter yourself, you encounter yourself fundamental nature. You recognize yourself, the fundamental natures. And then there is the liberation, absolutely, totally. And therefore, and this sort of the particularly circumstances, if you really too serious to practice, serious to remember, and that is the wonderful, it's helped very much. I'm just my own, I have experience really to scary times. I have one historic grandma, and one I have really tangible things. It's like once I'm traveling myself with horse, and then it's like a complete whole day is nobody's, totally empty. A lot of bear and wolf, and also scaring. And that is a little bit, you can just like make sound and like this is okay. But certainly something, my diluted things, some is like black pebble or stone, sound like this. And my horse like big sound through the nose and like scaring. And I looked around, there's a lot of human head. Because I'm falling into the cemetery. And this area is a very funny thing. They don't put on the ground. They don't give to the birds. Then they don't bring this cup put there. And then slowly eating some birds, wolves, animals. And there's a lot of bone. And head is half is a die. Half is still there. It looks, oh my gosh, it's punished. But that time is also to, like I heard many times, the Kali Shuto and the Guru Rinpoche's, the Pardo instructions, that maybe mind, it's supported. Not brave-hearted, but it's supported. Once I'm grandma, as all the student knows, once I was, it's like everything begging food. One night, it's like one family say, welcome, and you are monk, and they give me nice food. But when I enter inside, they have one grandma, oh my God, I'm so scared. And when during the dinner times, they give me best food, and then they make bed on the corner high. But during the dinner times, I want to often to look the grandma. But the grandma's very kind. In the other side, she's talking. But I don't know, in my mind, it's totally afraid. And then I thought, how can to sleep? Then I want to bed, and everybody sleep. Impossible to sleep. In the 12 o'clock, it's like I wanted to like cover by the sleep bag, and looks like sauna. Impossible, cannot breathe. So a little bit to take is a feeling grandma's coming to me. Then it's certainly, I just, the Guru Rinpoche in this pith instruction, like Bardo, there's nothing truly existing. They just kind of release the panic. Oh my God, totally my mind is free from the panic, and sleep bag is put back, and I'm nothing afraid, but still sweat, my body is shaking. But like this, but of course, grandma's nothing coming, and everybody nicely sleep, nothing there is. But this kind of circumstances is really, if you manage it into your mind, it can support, maybe to see the realities. It's really there is. This sort of the benefits, and if you this kind of pith instructions to making kind of the fun, and maybe you haven't got yourself nothing experience, and maybe it's a work, maybe it doesn't work. Yesterday we talking about like kind of artificially to do never. It doesn't work. And this very honestly and like this, in sometimes situations, 100%, when you're angry, when you are like demon of the anger, demon of the disattach, demon of jealousy, demon of the suffering, demon of the any circumstances. Sometimes these circumstances are like kind of demon, force, and like kind of spirit. Their trickery is absolutely unfolded. And very many different, like they are attacking to us. Then we are like confusedly to follow up, making suffering ourselves. Not very good. And that is maybe such kind of the benefit, and that's I'm to say. And now, a time is like this. Do you have some question? No question? We need to. Oh yes, Jerry.
Is there a connection between the practice of looking at the awareness of the pain and the practice of, practicing pure perception, like everything is a dream, that kind of thing? Is there a connection between the two or not?
But your sentence is a little bit incorrect. Pure perception and a dream, it doesn't correspond. And to look at the awareness, where is the awareness?
It's a tricky question.
Which question?
Where is the awareness?
That's my question.
Yeah, but it's a tricky one.
Huh?
It's a tricky one. If I say it's there, you say no, it doesn't exist. I mean,
Everywhere, any kind of the particular circumstances inside. Awareness comes from the particular circumstances. If there's no particular circumstances, where is the awareness? When you say the pure perception is not like a dream, pure perception,
okay, sorry, I'm completely confused now because...
Not confused.
Oh yes, because I think you said many times, practice pure perception, practice, like...
Okay, I have question.
Like an illusion.
I have question. I have question. You said awareness. Pure, yes, awareness.
Yes.
Okay, you accept it.
I said awareness, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
The awareness in doubt all the perceptions. Then perception is awareness. Awareness is perceptions. Beside awareness, which perception? The awareness is you already accepted the pure. Awareness, yes? I'm not tricky. Now my English is lip up. Okay. You remember when I was in the evil, how much you make suffer me? Okay.
It's tricky because when you say awareness, are you talking about are you talking about conscious? I mean, normal to be conscious of something, or are you talking about?
If you say I am normal, it's ordinary, I'm beginning, I'm first, I never teach you these things. Never. Okay? You are advantageous. Your English now is but your Dharma understanding very much advantage. You are now meditating on the awareness. When you are meditated on the awareness, and the awareness is permeated all the any kind of particular circumstances, then you are practicing pre-perception. Excuse me?
But are you here talking about?
Are you talking about what?
No, but are you talking about naturally occurring timeless awareness, or are you
natural? What do you say?
Naturally occurring timeless awareness?
Naturally occurring awareness. I don't know, naturally occurring not. I'm just to repeat your word, awareness. More questions?
Thank you.
Yes. Yes? There, behind, Gary. Oh, come on. Ragnar is not here. Okay.
What? What is itself?
What is the exactly? Exactly is exactly.
Itself.
Yeah.
We are saying this word a lot here.
Exactly.
What is itself?
Exactly.
You just give me a new word now.
Huh?
You just give me a new word now.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
At it is. You know in English, left as it is. That is exactly. Exactly is no exaggerated. Then I'm saying exactly. Okay?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. When you say it's not exactly. You say exactly, then yes, exactly. That we call the Santakui.
For me, this itself creates a lot of kind of dualistic perception. Itself, we put it there. Itself, it has identity.
But do you say dualistic? Dualistic. Actually, dualistic is how you can to say dualistic. Exactly hasn't got divided. Then where is the dualistic? Come on.
Exactly.
Okay, other question? Okay, yeah.
My question
Dangerous.
actually is concerning through this meditation, through this self-liberating meditation.
Self-liberating, no. It's a accounting liberation.
Yes. Then we get the taste of the essence of the useful.
But the Papala,
Yes.
you are Dzogchen like practitioners.
Yes.
Face of the what?
The taste.
Takes
Yeah. We reach to this essence. Yes.
essence, which kind of face?
The taste we get, the taste of the essence. We
To get, okay, I'm to make joke, okay?
yeah.
To get what you get.
Yes, there's no one who gets anything, but we have to put it into words. So it's, I don't know how to formulate it. Yeah. We reach a point, but I know nobody reaches a point, but we get to this state, which is not a state, but you know. And the question is, so through these thick books instructions, do we get the same results than when the Dzogchen guru introduces ourselves to our own awareness, to our own Rigpa? Do we reach the same point?
Did you get your bed? Actually, my real question is, did you get your bed?
What do you mean by getting your bed? I can lie on my bed, but I can, well...
And I thought you get your bed. Because this bed is the bed of the self-awareness.
Oh.
And particularly circumstances is the awareness thing, but this awareness vanished into yourself. The awareness, you are in the sitting in the self-awareness of bed. This is your bed.
Yes.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't recognize it. But sometimes I forget that.
You forgot it, you recognize
Yes.
forgot it.
Yeah.
That is maybe also is a little bit on the crucial, okay, love? And maybe this afternoon to say is there is recognize and the strength, stability.
Yeah.
This process kind of, in order to reach this bed, there is a kind of the recognizing, strengthening or strength, and stability or the stability. And in Tibetan, Moshi, Zarzo, Tembato. These three we should. Okay, I will talk later. And then really your question is?
The question is, through this practice, do we get to the same point than when the Dzogchen teacher introduced to our own Rigpa in the Rigpa ceremony or any kind of...
But Dzogchen teachers introduce Rigpa, then it's the same as the question is the cherry. Rigpa, where is come from, Rigpa? Rigpa come from Rigpa itself, yes?
Yes.
Okay, itself is coming, and then is this phenomena is Rigpa or not?
Rigpa itself, yes.
Rigpa itself, yes?
No, Rigpa itself.
Rigpa itself.
Yeah.
And Rigpa itself and Rigpa is what is different?
It's kind of the same.
Okay, the same is then this phenomena also Rigpa, yes?
Yes.
Okay, then it's the same. Here is the introduce, particularly circumstances is a Rigpa. Particularly some Lama say that is the your Rigpa, is Rigpa. Particular circumstances is Rigpa. If you Rig means to see, you see everything is the part of the fundamental realities.
Yes.
Then there's no specific times.
And anybody reading this text, even if he doesn't meet the Dzogchen master, if he just applies exactly as he said?
Yes, artificially they can to see.
Can he then also...
But not reality.
Or we need to be first introduced by the teacher?
Yes, both is same.
Not the same, so...
Yes, but someone is to see artificial. When you are real seriously, and to see what you see yourself, to see your own self, nature self, that there is how you can to express. I see. I realize it. I like candle. This is no express. There's so unimpressed. How do you say? Express. Not is like express. And undescribable like this. Something you say, I realize that. It's a wonderful bliss. Wow. And in the sutta, Buddha said in the Abhidhamma Sutta or something, say, someone says, realize it, I realize it, that is the really blessed by the demon. What you realize it. When you realize it, like a kind of the mind, it's absolutely relaxations. And like a kind of the mind is a kind, most delicious cake. Soft, really is like delicious, soft, any kind of falling and true. Like this kind of any particular circumstances, it's just nothing kind of movement. On that perspective, the example is a cake is not good, yes?
Thank you.
Okay, sonanda tamche sipa. Tuni ni per danan pamje te shega nanchi wala chup. Shoncho sencho Rinpoche ma shepa na jeje. Sheba nyamba me ba don kone kondo perwa. Kore rarve korve shinkamusa pendon deva malu jongwa Kere ziwa tenzan jamso ye shape sende par Dangereux ji. Bon appétit. Oh, on banza sato hop tia. On banza sato sama yana.